Hey guys, welcome back to LJ Woodworks. This week, we got us a whole bunch of hackberry and a big old piece of Padauk. Alright, we definitely got some bad spots we're going to have to deal with. So we're going to start by cutting us some 1.5-inch strips.
Hey guys, welcome to LJ Woodworks. My name is Todd. So what you're seeing here is we're just getting our strips cut on the table saw, starting with the hackberry. Here in a second you're going to see the Padauk. There it is. Now this is just a quick preview of things to come. Now I'm using the wedgie sled here to cut off some segments. This one's set up for 15 degrees. Just going back and forth. Takes 12 segments to make one ring. Now I'm just getting one of the rings glued up here, show you how I go about doing it. Just snap a couple rubber bands on it to hold it together while the glue dries. And here you're seeing the first 5 rings complete. Ended up having to make 4 more. Now we're running it through the drum sander to smooth out the top and bottom. You do not need a drum sander to do this. I have one, so I went ahead and used it.
Alright, we got our pieces partially glued up here. So now we're just going to get it up on the lathe.
Now you'll probably notice that the rings are a little bit thinner here. I went ahead and took each of those thicker rings and cut them into 3 individual pieces.
Alright, we've used the traditional tools in the last couple videos, so today I think we'll use the carbides. This is the EasyWood full-size finisher. See what sort of speed we can get out of this. A little vibration there. We're going to be about 810 RPM. Here we go.
Now I am a big fan of the carbide tools. I think they are absolutely fantastic and great for beginners. They have a very quick learning curve. You don't have to worry about sharpening. When the cutter gets dull, you just loosen it up and rotate it. You can cut in any direction, uphill, downhill, doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about sliding the bevel, and you don't have to worry about a sharpening system. The only thing you really need to be aware of is there is typically more sanding involved with the carbides compared to the traditional tools. Now here I've switched over to EasyWood's mid-size rougher. If you are interested in any of the tools you see me using, there are links down in the description.
It's time to start working the inside.
Now we move down to the middle section of the vase. Now the tool you're seeing here is a traditional style scraper. It's French curve or asymmetric. Depends on the company for what it's called. And all it does is cut down on the sanding. Now I'm using a 3/4 drill bit just to drill out the hole in the top piece. Now I've switched over to the EasyWood mid-size howler. That small carbide helps me get in the 3/4 inch hole and get everything, all that excess material removed. And now we're going to get this guy glued up. For those of you who notice the flag in the background, I am retired Navy, so that's why that's there. Trying to get the top piece lined up was giving me some fits, but we got it in the end. Now I'm just taking this down. Looking at it, I really didn't want a wide flare on it. Let me know if you would have done it different.
And the reason I'm using this big scraper is just so I don't have to sand as much.
So now we're going to get to the sanding. I start at 80 grit and go all the way up to 400. I recorded it all but didn't include it because once you see one grit, you pretty much seen them all, and thought it was kind of boring, so I removed it.
Alright, we are sanded up to 400. Now is the moment of truth. Get to see what she's going to look like. Got our Prolux clear gloss lacquer. Not using a sanding sealer. I don't have a spray-on version. And if you try to wipe across Padauk, it tends to color bleed into the blonde woods. So we're going to be spraying. Let's see how she's going to look. What do you guys think? This is just the first coat. We're going to do 3 more, and then I'll bring you guys back.
Alright, 4 coats of lacquer complete. Next step is the Yorkshire grit, which is an abrasive paste. The way this works is you're going to rub it all over, speed the lathe up to about 800 RPM, and when you feel the grit break down, you switch to a clean spot in the rag, speed it up to about 1200. Then when the rag's clean, like that, you're done. Alright, for the final step, we're going to be using the Renaissance wax. So for this, you're going to rub it all over the vase. You turn it on, speed it up to about 1000 RPM. You want to build some heat and get it buffed in. Just don't push too hard, so you don't want to take your wax back off.
Alright guys, here's the finished piece. Let me know what you think. Total height came in right about 7 inches. Total diameter just shy of 5 inches. So 300 total pieces. 25 rings. Hope you liked it.
Dang it, pushed too hard.